Hello all, welcome to XCOM 2 Long War of the Chosen. Of course, game operator and narrator Soul. This has been a long time coming, and there has been plenty, and I mean plenty of requests for this one. So this is, of course, modded. I'm not too sure if we're going to play on the hardest difficulty or if we're going to sit around the mid-range. I think we'll probably sit around mid-range just to give us a little bit of a challenge. But when it comes down to Long War of the Chosen, it is very, very easy. Let me just go ahead and go to the options table here. Where is Master Volume? We'll turn that a little bit down. But with Long War of the Chosen, it is very, very easy to get overwhelmed and killed. And of course, as everyone here probably already knows, but just in case you don't, XCOM has a wonderful little side thing that happens to it where sometimes the game will just kill you. And that's the way that one goes. Iron Jesus is cruel in this game, especially when you're first starting out. So I've done a fancy little thing here. I'm going to swing by the character pool. Current members, you are added to the game. Does that mean you're going to survive? Absolutely not. I have no idea how long you're going to last, but I will try to keep everybody here active and running as long as we can. No promises. No promises. Like I said, this game can be cruel. So, without further ado, let us get into this game. There is going to be a list of the mods added to the description. Long and short of it is we have, I believe it is Ted's Mod Jam currently running, plus or minus a few mods that had some compatibility issues. So just in case you want to play along or try it for yourself, that's the mod pack we're using. All right, let's get into it. I think we're gonna run on Commander. I think Commander's probably one of the best one. Legend would be... Ooh, it's been a long time since I played XCOM. Is Commander too much? You know what? Let's try Commander. I think that'd be fine. We are not going to enable Iron Man. This is, of course, a modded series, and as all things modded, sometimes it works. Sometimes it does not. Gonna make sure that everything is already active. I think we'll leave it. Yeah, disabling this option will restore the downloadable content to its base game functionality, but all of the content will remain enabled. I think we're good. We should have both of this already chosen and ready to rock.
Accessing the feed now. We're in. But I don't know for how long. You seeing this? Way too much security, even for Advent.
That's no ordinary gene therapy clinic. They were telling the truth.
Or they're leading us into a trap. A really obvious trap. We'd need an army to march in there right now.
I've got a better idea. Outrider, this is Central. Go.
timeline you placed upon us, mistakes are bound to happen.
It wasn't our fault. Please!
There's no need for any of this. I will do what you ask of me. I just need additional time. Did you say something? You're one of those. You must understand. I had no choice. Outrider, report.
So, you do exist. Outrider to Avenger, I have visual confirmation.
Are you sure?
Reapers are always sure.
I'll take your word for it. Cover your tracks and get the hell out of there. They can't know we were here. Yet.
Understood. Now the real war begins.
Excitement continues to build as city centers across the globe prepare for the 20th anniversary of Unification Day.
Thousands line up at the site of the Great Accord, celebrating the formation of the Advent Coalition.
Keeping with their promise to humanity, 12 new gene therapy clinics will be opening in select cities by the end of the new year.
Despite the attempted attack by fringe elements, operations at the new facility in Paris thankfully remain unaffected.
In response to the unprovoked intrusion on the eve of our most beloved celebration, the speaker reaches out to us.
A small number of dissidents again repeat the mistakes of the old world.
Striking as we celebrate a benevolent savior who time and again offers only friendship and compassion.
Yet these trivial actions could never break the bond between humanity and the Elders.
Peacekeeping forces have already made several preemptive arrests of known collaborators. Advent again assures all citizens that today's celebrations will continue as planned.
Perfect.
The Advent administration reminds you to report all suspicious activity to your nearest peacekeeper. Only together can we build a better tomorrow.
Approaching position. You were right. They've definitely got their hands full today.
Stay focused. Prep Gatecrasher. 60 seconds. Now.
Signal received. Loud and clear. Okay, Gatecrasher. Your turn.
All right, so good question. Do I recall how to play? Let's find out here. This first mission is usually, and I'm doing air quotes here, usually one of the harder ones because you have nothing but rookies. Welcome to the first mission of Long War of the Chosen. The objective is simple. Kill all the enemies. Note that this is one of the few missions that allows for retrieval of enemy corpses, which are needed for research and building many items. Kills with explosives destroy corpses in the Long War of the Chosen, so it's not just a boom and go.
Ready to conceal position.
It's entirely possible that you could accidentally screw yourself over by going too loud too quick. right. Right now we are currently in cover.
Closing on target position now.
I'll take that. So far, we're good.
Affirmative. Covering now. Affirmative. Moving out.
We, the skirmishers, were created by the false gods of this world to serve and die as their puppets. We retain all that we were and more, and our prowess in battle serves us well in our cause. In close combat, none can stand opposed to us.
So we got ourselves a skirmisher right off the bat. So the skirmisher is a mobile unit that can fire the bullpup at flanked units to get an action back, allowing them to shoot again, move, throw a grenade, or do something else. The grapple adds to their versatility, allowing the skirmisher to rapidly traverse the battlefield and get into advantageous positions. So grapple. I can't actually get up here real quick. Maybe I will.
Take a new approach.
I don't see nothing immediately.
Moving there. I'll wait their approach.
Let's get the full cover and see what we get. Doesn't look like a whole lot of much at the moment, yeah? Whole lot of much, whole lot of nothing. Stuff and things. Doesn't look like a whole lot of stuff and things. Alright, Endless. Where do we want to put you? Right next to the explosive barrels?
Roger that. I'm on it.
Sure, why not? Let's get you into a hard cover. We'll get you Russian. Nox, where's this good spot for you?
Will do.
Don't actually have a general idea where everyone is yet. Disconcerting.
Will do.
And no eyes on yet either.
Moving to designated coordinates. Eyes on the prize.
Boom, we are 2 turns for me with user grapple again. I really want to. Gonna have you lag a little bit behind.
Moving on target location. Roger, I've got wireless on. Begebe mich zur Zielposition. Mir entgeht nichts. 10-4.
That's the other thing, is the map's a little wide too. I'll have to keep an eye on that one.
Heading to that location. I'm on it. Let's do this. Got movement here.
All right, there's somewhere over here. No eyes on as of yet.
Moving to position. On Overwatch.
A long run.
That didn't reveal anything.
Orders confirmed, moving out.
Neither did that.
On Overwatch.
And you're not very energetic. You don't really run very far.
Affirmative. On the move.
Moving out.
That's right. We get a couple Overwatches set up.
Moving to Overwatch.
And see how well we do.
Movement here.
That general area, maybe.
Time to motor.
Still nothing. All right.
Closing on target position now. Roger. I've got my eyes on. I move. Non-evade detection. Move into position.
See anyone? No.
Overwatch. Befehl bestätigt. Augen auf.
I'm getting a little worried because I don't want to actually trigger a whole bunch of them.
On Overwatch.
But it's getting a little dicey.
Okay. Scanning. Confirmed. Overwatch. Hey, you hear anything?
Oh, we got eyes on our first pod.
These guys make up the bulk of the Advent forces we've dealt with. They're disciplined and well-equipped, but their obedience makes them predictable.
Oh. Push up a little bit.
Wechsle Position.
That's actually really good hit chances. 74? For rookies? That is really good. I'm gonna hold off on you. See a couple there. One there. It's a full sprint, though.
That's affirmative.
I think if I just kind of buy my time a little bit.
Headed there now. Location confirmed.
And let them come just a little bit closer, we should be good.
Confirmed.
It's not triggering anything. Half cover, but a little better.
Heading there now. Running. Roger, I've got my eyes on. Eyes on the prize. Eyes on the prize. Got it covered.
Just want them to come a little closer.
Scanner Gebiet.
Yes. What do we got? Trooper, gunner, engineer, sentry. What are your hit chances? 72. Unless we got really good rookies. And you do get a shot from there.
Moving. Affirmative. Covering now. Roger. I've got my eyes on. Affirmative. Covering now. Overwatch. I'm on it.
I'm gonna take a shot from back here.
Bestätigt. Überwachung läuft.
Alright, Richard, which one are we shooting at? Only got two from back here. Sentry has less chance of a graze. Everybody else is on Overwatch. Here we go. Good hit. 3 damage.
Cover's close.
Alright, so new enemies. Advent Infantry. Advent now fields a variety of infantry units in addition to the basic trooper. For sentries, blue, they specialize in Overwatch. Gunners, green, sport a high damage cannon with suppression capabilities. And Grenadiers, red, use a grenade launcher for crowd control and damage. And Rocketeers, orange, fire higher accuracy rockets. Come on, Overwatch.
I will not fail you again.
That was clean. Very clean. Now as for everyone else, we're no longer concealed. But I do want the items they dropped. Those are very, very important.
I guess that'll be okay. Come get some.
Heading out. I'm on it.
To that position.
Uh-oh.
The Advent officers seem more capable than the grunts. We're not sure whether to chalk it up to training or stricter mind control.
That's unfortunate. We also have drones. Advent drones are hardy robotic scouts with high detection range and crowd control weapons. They're often found patrolling alone and can appear inside buildings and on rooftops. Can't grapple. That armor's a problem.
I will watch.
I say we give them a little bit of a flank so we have a firing line here.
Not a problem.
I'm on it.
Well, good news, that's not going to despawn just yet. We'll cover. You know, it might be worth knocking off at least one pip of this armor off this drone. The other is to smash that cover and make them move. But cover wasn't destroyed. We don't have powerful enough grenades. I completely forgot about that.
On your order. On Overwatch. I'm trusting you here. On Overwatch. I'm going. Come get some.
Ooh, Commander. That's a swing and a miss. Ooh, and a flank. Rare miss by the Commander as well. Yeah, that hit the armor. Ugh, stunner. Blah. Stunned for 4 turns.
What's over there? I think this is the package.
Alright, so we got the materials. Good.
I'm trusting you here.
82, 41, 26. Good hit, drone down.
Got no ammo. Absolutely.
Two to 5. Let's see if we get lucky in a roll. Pretty darn good.
If you say so.
Ooh, 28%. Flashbang would be really good. Disorientate, please.
Flash out.
There. Enjoy your lack of special abilities.
All right, I'll go.
And if we get lucky with the grades, we get lucky. Which, of course, we're not, because it's XCOM. It's XCOM, baby.
Calm down, ain't a bit.
No targets. Let's put a little pressure on this commander.
Done.
Oh, there's another group coming in. That's a problem.
Although they bear some resemblance to the sectoids first encountered during the invasion, their genetic structure now includes human DNA.
I'm so happy we got all the pods activated at the same time.
Greater psionic potential.
Solid miss, I'll take that. Yeah, 31%. I needed a flashbang on that guy. So that way he doesn't use his psionic abilities. Can I get them both? No.
Ich blende sie.
I'll take that. How many turns you down for? A couple more anyways.
If you say so.
That says I can see through the wall here. Come on, baby. There we go. Good kill.
That's it. Running low on ammo.
Get that reload in.
Got it covered.
Move.
Hard push you. Some stress on these guys. I mean, that'd be kind of funny to get some height here. Here's the edge of the map. I don't think we're going to spawn another pod. At least I hope we don't.
Affirmative.
Is it clear?
That is an unfortunate reload.
I'm ready.
But that's what happens. $27 and 27. That's a miss.
Enemy is still up.
Shoot, no longer disorientated. And marked. This is gonna hurt. No, that's a miss.
There's heavy fire in this zone.
Oh, and he went for the flank.
Can't take much more of this.
Oh, that hurt a little bit. Good news, though. Skirmisher's back up on his feet. Now let's get the flank.
I guess I'll be okay.
Here comes the amazing 97% chance miss. Oh, it landed, but it was a graze. Okay, that's actually not going to work very well in our favor. Pretty sure this is a straight up flank, though.
I will move.
Hi, buddy. You're still disorientated.
Okay, yeah.
High risk, high reward.
On the move.
Whoop. Flank. I'll do that if I'm adjacent. Oh, look at that amazing miss. Hello. Hello. Hello, XCOM.
I go as ordered.
You better not miss that one.
Target eliminated. Guns dry.
Glorious, XCOM.
Okay, I'll go.
On the bright side, he's still disorientated. 3 to 5. We might actually get it here. I'll call that a victory.
Take a good look.
Get that flashbang out.
What's over there? Not even close.
Negative.
On the move.
It should be disorientated.
On Overwatch.
Good shooting, mister.
Fire over here.
Good shooting.
Rock and roll. We're green together.
I've got literally no shot on that one.
Rock and roll.
50-50 coin flip. Here we go.
Get it together.
This is fun. There's a flank.
It's worth it.
Oh, XCOM, I've missed you so much.
Reinitializing weapon.
Let's grab that before I forget, or just in case it doesn't pick up. It should.
I'm ready.
75. Incoming miss. Good hits. All right. We'll take it.
There you go. Positive confirmation. Area secured. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Not quite flawless. Well, no mission photo today, ladies and gentlemen. Only get one if we get a flawless. And that was, unfortunately, not quite. Close, but not quite.
According to Advent officials, recent attacks by dissident elements operating outside of the city centers have done little to slow the progress of Advent's ongoing development or outreach programs. Voluntary
Not bad.
immigration numbers
64% accuracy.
at the highest level in recent years.
Pretty good for a bunch of rookies. Not gonna lie in that one. Very good for a bunch of rookies.
End the Elder's false vision. That is the purpose of all skirmishers. Until it is done, there can be no other path for us.
All right. Everybody but the skirmisher got a promotion. I'll take that. What do we get? Laser sight. Increase critical chance by 5%. Suppressor. Reduce weapon noise and the soldier's impact on mission infiltration time. Very good. And advanced autoloader. First 2 reloads on a mission do not cost an action. Very, very good. Alien alloys, Elerium crystals, supplies. We got some crystallized meld, even better. Trooper course, drone wreck, officer course, and sectoid corpse. Not bad. So, Longmore of the Chosen is a complete overhaul to XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. That makes the campaign more challenging and feels like a guerrilla war. You can disable this tutorial via change difficulty. We're good. It has been a long time since I've played Long War, so I'll take it.
Mostly Dr. Shen's work. I haven't felt particularly useful in a long time. I'm more than happy to leave the hard decisions to the commander.
So what do we got? Commander's quarters.
Hello, Commander. The council you once knew is no more. Its membership have all sworn loyalty to the Advent administration, with one exception. It is good to see you again. In the days since your capture, I have done all I can to aid the resistance from the inside. It was these resistance operatives that provided the intel leading to your recent extraction. As of now, resistance forces are currently somewhat disorganized. If we are to defeat Advent and their alien masters, you must change this before it is too late.
Fair enough. So Long War of the Chosen adds several entries to the XCOM archives that explain some of the core concepts in more detail, like infiltration and haven management. You can also review all your havens from one screen via the Resistance Management menu. We don't need to look at anything else. Let's have a swing by the research facility.
Impressive, isn't it? Capable of generating immense power, yet completely harmless to human life. If only the same could be said for the rest of the aliens' technology, Commander. Dr. Richard Tigan, Chief Science Officer. I am responsible for the entirety of our research here, as well as the procedure you so recently underwent. Welcome to my lab, such as it is. I'm not sure what Central may have told you, but we found something while removing you from the alien stasis suit. A device implanted directly in your occipital lobe. Had I access to the equipment available to me during my tenure at Advent, I would already know the precise nature of its function. However, given time and your approval, of course, Commander, I assure you, I will find out. Which brings to light an additional point. Though aspects of this facility are indeed impressive, I am but one man. Were you to direct additional support personnel and resources to me, I could substantially improve the speed of all our research. Farewell, Commander.
All right, scientists mean more research, faster research. What do we want to do? We can do resistance communications. It allows us to unlock new areas, modular weapons. Which gives us laser weapons partial, but allows us to get scopes, sights, stocks, high capacity magazines, hair triggers, autoloaders, and suppressors. All good. Alien biotech. That unlocks a lot of autopsies. And scramble rounds, Harbinger rifle. Oh, okay, that's a lot of new stuff to unlock. Yeah, it's been a while since I played Long War. Experimental weapons. What do we get? The Bullcaster, Hunter's Axe, Shadowkeeper, and Frostbomb. Basic research, that's going to take 24 days. Holy crap. And engineering research, 24 days. 6 days, 4 days. I say modular weapons might be better.
I do find that area of research to be among the more intriguing options available. We'll begin work immediately. I'll send word when a complete report is available.
Alright, so my engineering here before doing any of the fun stuff.
Okay, reworked your repulsors with some of the parts I salvaged from their old engine. Should fix that stabilization problem you had. Come on, Rover. It'll work. Commander! Getting our tech to talk to theirs is harder than you'd think. Lily Shen, Chief Engineer, at your service. You were probably expecting to see my father. In all that's happened, I'm guessing Central didn't tell you yet. He's gone. Dad gave everything he had to get us this far. This entire ship is his life's work. I know he would have loved to show you around the place himself. He used to talk about you a lot. You can be sure I'm ready to finish what he started. Might not look it, but from here, I can fabricate pretty much anything you come up with. And with a little more help, well, you'd be amazed with what I can do. It was an honor to finally meet you, Commander.
All right, so here's where we get to build all the toys.
You'd be surprised how big of a difference some of
Hollow
these
point
things
rounds,
make.
instant build. Ooh.
With a few supplies, I can manufacture anything we need in no time.
What do we got? We got 175 supplies with 0 income at the moment. Oh. Soft rounds, though. Ooh, hollow points. Gotta love them. Let's finish our tour first. To the armory.
We could have saved a lot of time repairing the ship's systems if we had any idea how to translate their language. Unfortunately, we don't come across many linguists out here.
Let's have a look at all the soldiers we got. So we got some. Our wounded soldier, Richard H, is out for 13 days. We do have everybody else here. Perfect, which means we got another team we can go ahead and send out. Nox, let's go ahead and get you promotion. So what do we have? Pistol abilities are available to all your soldiers once you have built the training center, except for Sparks and Psi operatives. They work with pistols and auto pistols. Scroll down on the screen to see them. Okay. We now have Nox Geek as Assault. Those are pistols. Not bad, but what do we have access to right off the bat? Stun. Fire your arc thrower to incapacitate a target. Running gun. And this is already a thing, I think. Which is really good to have. And dedication. Free action. Gain 2 mobility to ignore reaction fire for the rest of the turn. Ooh. 4-turn cooldown. So if you get caught out, that's a good way to get back. The running gun. Take an action after dashing. Activating this ability disables most other perks that give action points back, like close encounters or hit and run. So, not bad. What are we looking at for aim? We are at aim of 64. Ooh. Not bad. Not bad. We got no points spent, so that's just the initial abilities we get. And there we go. We got a shotty. Tom, let's have a look at you. What do you get? Grenadier. Launch grenade. Ability to take that grenade launcher and throw those grenades a little further. We have flush. Special shot with plus 30 aim, but 50% reduced damage. If it hits, the target loses 10 defense and minus 30 dodge and is forced to move. That's actually really good. Especially when you get people coming at you head on and you just want to force them out of the corner or out of the cover. Right into all the waiting guns. User Joe. What do you get? Tactical. Heavy weapons. Trained in the gauntlet. Combination rocket launcher and flamethrower. Not bad. Not bad. I've yet to see a sniper, though. I'm a little worried about that. Richard H., what do you get? Gunner. With Knife Fighter, attack an adjacent enemy with your knife. Also get suppression, so you can pin targets down. Minus 25 penalty to the target's aim. Also add additional minus 15 aim debuff for the turn that is not cleared with suppression. Good. And then area suppression. Granting it's within a 4-tile radius, granting reaction fire against anything that moves. Imposing a minus 25 penalty to all targets aim until suppression is removed. Nice. Fortunately, you're out for a little bit, but that's okay. We got another squad of rookies to get out there and get some experience in. Sharpshooter, here we go. Now we got a sniper. Xalis, you're going to be our sniper with holo targeting. Holo target the enemy to grant an aim bonus to all attacks on this target by you and your allies until the start of your next turn. We got squad sight? Yes. You can target enemies within squad mate's sight, providing there's a line of sight to the target. What's your aim? 71. Okay, that's not bad. We're gonna work with that. Endless Infinity. What are you getting? Ranger. The Marauder ability. Standard shots with your primary weapon are not turn ending. Very good. You also get a shotgun as your side weapon. Fire both barrels of your sawed-off shotgun at nearby enemies, dealing double damage. And of course, point blank is the same as both barrels, just with one. What else we got? Unfu. What do you have? Shinobi. Phantom. When the squad is revealed, the soldier remains concealed. Perfect. What else are you going to get? Fleshy. Attack an enemy within movement range with your sword. Deals +1 damage for every 4 tiles between your starting position and the target. This is actually very, very, very good, especially against those, well, the nice little pink men. There are some targets out there that are more susceptible to melee damage. That's great. Mutons, however, or mutons, you don't want a melee. But they'll whoop your butt. Slash. There we go. Perfect. So not bad. Got a little bit.
What can I do for you, Commander?
Let's get out of here and have a look around and see what we can do. We have alien debris all over the place. That's kind of getting in the way. We do have an empty room, though.
There's room for us to expand our facilities on board the Avenger, Commander, but we'll need more engineers to clear out space for construction first.
And we have 5 power. A resistance ring, training center, laboratory, power relay, infirmary, guerrilla tactics school, which unlocks our officer training, which is usually really good. Research and development. This one's a new one. An area dedicated to the production and study of new components. The crew research and development facility. It seems the crew spend all their time here, even when not working. Scientist staff here should help us make astounding breakthroughs, and engineers staff here can control gremlins to run various adjacent buildings. And the infirmary is also probably not a bad idea either. We don't have a whole lot of nobody here just yet. So it doesn't really matter what we start with, really. I say we start with guerrilla tactics.
We'll start work on the new facility right away, Commander. I'll send word when it's up and running.
And we have 1 exposed power coil. 2. Dang, they're not on the same level, so we don't get adjacency bonuses. Unfortunate.
Commander, good to see you on your feet again. Welcome to the bridge, the nerve center of our operation. The aliens have our entire world in their grip. Advent controls everything. Government, communications, industry, not to mention the military. And it's on us to take it all back. Resources and time are tight, Commander. It'll be up to you to decide how to best use both. The ship is yours.
All right, where are we? We can investigate the black market, which is something we really want to do.
Avenger plotting new course.
We're in South America.
Commander, the Avenger's remote scanning capabilities will help us search the area for clues or other resources. It's going to take some time, though. We've got a lot of ground to cover.
Commander, so far these skirmishers have been true to their word. Their operative has just relayed the coordinates of their acting headquarters here, which considering their history is a big step for them. It'd be worth spending some time here to investigate the area and meet their leader, Betos.
You know them as they were, the soldiers of Advent. Now they are free to choose. If you stay your course, Commander, they will stand with you until the end. My kind were once the puppets of Advent, slaves to the Elder's twisted vision. Now, slowly we are freed, and all who see their bonds broken are driven to fight the Elders with a rage that cannot be stopped. By our own hands, we will destroy all that the Elders value.
And then immediately I'm sitting there going, maybe I should have gotten the resistance ring, because now manufacture upgrade sounds pretty darn good. Havens are essential to your campaign as they are used to find missions in the region. In addition, you can only contact regions that are connected to an existing haven. Click on the button shown on the left to open the haven management system. Where are you? Right here. But havens are home to a collection of rebels who can undertake several jobs. You can do intel, so you detect missions. They can recruit, so they recruit rebels and rookies. And supplies, so they generate supplies. The more rebels that are on the job, the more you get from it. Keep your rebels on intel for now. Click on the box labeled 1 on the left to assign an advisor to the haven. You can assign one of a soldier, so it detects faceless and helps recruit. A scientist improves intel job output, but no longer contributes to research. And the engineers improve supply job output. Detecting faceless allows you to evict them. Those guys are fun. Just in case you guys don't know what kind of alien enemy that is, they're like changelings. They hide in plain sight, and then you walk by them and they stab you right in the back. Advisors. I think we could probably get some advisors going. Get a skirmish in here. Days per recruit, 83.3. We are certainly going to have to get some engineers and scientists in here as they come. Advisor loadout. Oh, this is the other thing that's kind of important. Your havens can be attacked. If your haven's attacked, guess who's going to join you on the mission? Whoever your advisor is. So make sure you keep them geared up. I think we're good for our skirmisher, though. Skirmisher armor. The bullpup, the ripjack. Not really nothing else fancy. Ceramic plating, utility item. Give you a frag grenade just because. All right. I think we're set. All that's left now is to run a couple days here to search for the black market. I think we got a little bit of time for today's episode. Let's get it going. You have detected your first mission. Your next step is to assign a squad to infiltrate it. Most missions have an expiry date and infiltration takes time. Improve your odds for reaching 100% infiltration by putting more rebels on the intel job. Scanning at a haven with the Avenger will contribute 4 rebels worth of intel.
Commander, as the resistance continues to grow, we'll have a better chance of finding openings to strike back at Advent. As it is, we've already identified a potential target to disrupt the aliens' operations in this region. Our window of opportunity is limited, so we'll have to move fast.
Let's review our target here. So mission expiration determines how long you have to infiltrate the mission. The more mission intel you generate from the rebel intel job, the earlier you detect missions and the longer you have to infiltrate. You don't have to do every mission, but you should do as many as you can. If you don't have a squad or don't have enough time, then don't be afraid to skip a mission. The enemy count shown on the left is an approximation of how many enemies will be on the mission if you reach 100% infiltration. Under-infiltrating, not reaching 100%, results in more enemies on the mission. Over-infiltrating has a chance to reduce the enemy numbers. So, infiltration mission, evac with flare. Max squad side is 8. Objective timer, 7 turns. Concealed start. We have 33 intel and intel package. I think we're going to confirm this one.
Setting course for the Chilean controlled district.
So in addition to choosing squad members that are strong enough for the mission, you also need to take into account infiltration time. Each squad member increases infiltration time exponentially beyond the 4th one. Abilities like tradecraft and items like suppressors can reduce infiltration time a little. Okay, this is a very nice screen. I do love it. Let's get a bunch of rookies in here. Hey, there I am. You grumpy in here as well. Sir, no name will join us. And Hell's Cat, get in here. What are we looking at here? Expiration 9 days, 10 hours. A current sitting at 4 days, 19 hours. Max infiltration is 195%. I could actually grab some more. $156. It's going to be 6 days. Can I get a full squad? I could. Everybody's got ceramic plates, grenades, and flashbangs. I say we set this up. Get our infiltration going.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Menace ready to deploy.
Avenger plotting.
Now let's get back to this black market. I really need that unlocked. There we go. The black market has been successfully located. They seem willing to provide us material support in exchange for supplies. They're also eager to trade supplies for any unused items we can spare.
Market is open.
So the black market is particularly interested in any available crystallized meld and drone wreck stores. Perfect. Buy some scientists. Supplies are a little tight. We don't have a whole lot to sell. We can sell some trooper corpses. But it's only for 20 supplies. I think that's all we're going to do.
Setting course for Sector 4, Chile.
All right, I think we're going to sit here and build our facilities a little faster. I would like a mission where we get some scientists or engineers, so go ahead and switch some people out. But that's going to be something we're going to have to worry about in the next episode. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this episode so far, now looking forward to the series, by all means, please don't forget to do all the YouTube things, but it is greatly appreciated. Every little bit does help fight the algorithm. All right, ladies and gentlemen, in the meantime, stay warm, stay safe, and I will see you in the next episode of this new series to the channel. Take care, all.
I'm inbound on your
starboard. 7 high-tech.
Eat this, Toaster. Target acquisition is screwed. Give me manual controls now.